quarrel, we conspire. But how could you be so blind when it keeps happening all the time? Mama, won't you listen? Mama, won't you listen? Mama, won't you? Mama, please. Mama, won't you listen? Who can I run to? Where can I turn to? I've got to say something. I've got to do something.
Look, I know how you guys feel about your father. The truth is, he left us for another woman. And he's not been supportive. To put it simple, he's never there for us. I've had to move on with my life. And I thought by now, you guys would have been more than understanding.
Mom?
Wait, I'm not done yet. I'm also not happy with the hours that you've been coming home from school.
Mom, that's the part I wanted to explain.
What are you doing here?
Vanessa, I'm sorry. And I'm begging for a second chance. I've been a fool.
Vanessa, is there a problem?
Oh, I didn't know you had somebody.
So you think that I was going to be here waiting on you, what, crying, waiting with open arms for you to come back to me? Go to invite me?
Don't let me see you back here again.
Hold on, Mano. Like you got a problem.
Yes, you.
You got a problem with me, and you live in my house? If you were a proper man, you would have had your own.
What are you build me on for? When I got Paku like you for build it for man like me for living. Eh?
Vanessa, this is what you brought yourself to? This thing is what you settling for?
Here, who talking? Where will you settle for that? If she did good, why you come back? What happened to all the sweet wine? What happened to the sex starting, the crop up on the highway? Like the winery broke down. Imagine, you left me and you cheering for a wine and you got the nerve to talk? Please.
How are you, Mrs. Farley?
A little on the downside, you might say.
You know, Mrs. Farley, I'm concerned about Abena and John. Abena has become very introverted, and John has become ultra-aggressive to the point of violence. And their performance academically has deteriorated significantly. What's up at home?
Quite frankly, I think Abena and John has not been able to accept the fact that their father and I are no longer in a relationship. I've tried. I've waited. I've prayed. I've pleaded. Nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed. And when I decided to move on with my life, to my surprise, he showed up this morning begging for another chance. I know the children are hurting, but I have a committed relationship. At one time, Thought I was losing it. And then Winston came into my life and things were so much better.
How is he as a father to your children?
I think he tries. Sometimes too hard. I thought they were going to pull it off, but then things got worse.
And what, in your opinion, is responsible for that?
I think Winston is a little impatient. When he does not get the kind of response, he anticipates and snaps at times, but other than that, he's been a good father.
Mrs. Farley, are you aware that your daughter is not in school today?
Hi, handsome. Why are you not answering your phone?
I'm just having a bad day.
As far as I could remember, I took care of all your bad days.
You know, Cindy, it's not always about sex.
Our relationship was built on that, remember?
Well, Cindy, there's a time and place every day.
I know that. I know that very well. Aren't you gonna offer me a drink? John, you know I need 50 grand to do some business.
Is that all you can think about? Money?
I told you I was expensive, and your words to me were I could afford you. Are you having second thoughts about it, huh?
Sometimes you make me feel like prostituting. I give you money, you give me sex, and we live happy.
I resent that. I don't go walking around selling myself to every guy I meet. You hustled me, told me how wonderful I was, and now you're calling me names and saying ill things about me? John, I knew this was coming. Many nights you toss and turn, calling her name in your sleep. I knew it wasn't long before you returned home. But I still need that money.
Cindy, I'm not against the finance. I don't have any money.
Somehow, I don't believe you. You boast you are this big real estate mogul. How much properties you have, how much you sold, and now you're telling me that you have no money? Then what am I doing with you? I am a young, beautiful woman, and I don't need liabilities in my life right now.
Good. See you later.
Not so fast, handsome. When you left your wife, you left her with a house and a car, and now you want to walk out of my life, leave me with nothing? That ain't right.
I've known my wife for 23 years. I barely know you 10 months.
I don't need a house or a car. All I need is 50 grand.
Take the goddamn money.
Have you paid for your drink as yet? I suggest you go home and chill until I come.
Travis, I am really scared. I really don't know how to approach this. This is a very complicated story and is bound to cause some sort of controversy that can blow up in my face. But I got to agree with you. I have to do something. I have to say something. Uh-oh. That's my mom and Winston coming there.
Young lady, we've been looking all over for you.
Mrs. Farley, I can explain.
Shut up, you upstart. You should be ashamed.
I should be ashamed. You should be ashamed.
You encouraging Abena to miss school? I will report you to the headmaster.
No, leave him alone, Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
What has happened to you?
I got into a fight with another student.
Which student? What's his name?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh yes, young man, you will talk about it. Come, sit down. Look at your face. What happened?
What's the meaning of all of that? Huh? I am disappointed in you. You're staying away from school, your performance has deteriorated, and when you think you've heard and seen it all, there you are. Where? The botanical gardens with a young man. You had better pull yourself together, young woman.
How am I going to pull myself together when your man hustling me and you at the same time?
Don't disrespect me, young woman. You take me you same age, and you can speak to me however you feel like.
You're not going to believe me until you become a grandmother and a stepmother of the same child.
Young lady, God, don't make a take him for you this morning. Come on.
Somebody please help me. I'm going crazy.
Is this how we're going to spend this wonderful evening together? You know, I feel bored. I got something for you. Hey, Mr. Farley, you drive me crazy. You look so handsome, even though you're not so young. I'll get it.
Thank God.
Have a seat, make yourself comfortable. John, your children are here.
What have you guys been up to? You guys don't look too good. What's wrong?
Daddy, Winston has been sexually abusing me.
What? Your mother knows about this?
Yes, but she does not believe.
Good evening, this is Vanessa.
Vanessa, this is John. Our children are here with me.
Would you kindly send them over?
Not so fast. I've heard a very serious accusation leveled against Winston. Why wasn't the police called in?
Well, dear loving Dad, I have found no evidence to support this accusation.
Are you saying our children are liars?
Look, I don't want to get into this. Our daughter is still a virgin, all wrong.
He might just be one of the smart ones who fondles and does not leave any hard evidence.
John, don't let us be a showdown between me and you know.
Serious complaint to make about a student of yours, one Travis Peters. That young man has been encouraging my daughter to stay away from school. We had a serious confrontation with him yesterday, and he was very aggressive, trying to kick my husband's butt and making a very good attempt at it too. I want him to leave my daughter and us alone, or I'll be going to the police.
I had a talk with your children this morning. They made a very serious allegation.
I'm just so tired of these accusations. Let me inform you, I found no physical evidence to justify this claim.
There are different forms of sexual abuse that does not necessarily require penetration. Mrs. Farley, because of the seriousness of this accusation, I would plead with you to keep an open mind. Because if this is true, it would require special attention that would demand of you to make some serious decisions. So, let's stay in touch.
Mama, won't you listen? Mama, please listen. Mama, won't you? Mama, please. Mama, won't you listen?
Mrs. Farley, I don't intend to take this matter lightly. I'm not happy that your man or your husband or whoever has assaulted my son.
For your information, it was your son who was the aggressor, and my man was forced to defend himself.
Tell your daughter to stay away from my son.
You tell your son to stay away from my daughter.
You bet I will tell my son to do so, because you folks look like sheer trouble. And furthermore, you look like a poor judge of character, taking a child molester to be your spouse.
Ladies, this is not sounding good, and worse, it looks awful. I would suggest that you both go in your cars and leave before the matter is further compounded. Not so fast, Mrs. Farley. Your car is this way.
My son, I know how you feel about this young lady, but I don't want you to associate yourself with her. For all you know, she might be damaged goods. I want my son to marry a virgin, to a woman who has never been touched.
Mom, I'm very disappointed in you. You know a woman can be a virgin and still give you hell? You have been telling me every day about how concerned you are about the abuse of women and children on a regular basis. But look at your standpoint now.
But son, you know how much I love you.
Well, if you love me, Mom, support me in this one. And for your information, Abena is still a virgin.
We have them in air cool and water cool, from 150cc to 300. Hydraulic or flatbed.
What are the colors you have them available?
We have them in several colors: yellow, blue, black, red, green.
So what payment plan do you have?
We have hire purchase, layaway plan, and cash, of course. As you can see, it's made in Guyana with a full supply of spare parts. Feel free to look around.
Oh God, I could just vomit. Excuse me? What is that for?
For your vomit. I don't want you to mess up my workplace. It's a pity you are now trying to vomit. I did so a long time ago, after I heard about a 16-year-old girl who is being molested by her stepfather.
Honey, why don't you get some sleep, honey?
It's difficult for me to do so. It's so many things keep replaying in my head over and over and over again.
Honey, are you having second thoughts about me? Do you believe that I'm an abuser, honey?
Certainly not. I don't think that you're the kind of man that would do such a thing. You have been very loving and committed, and I just cannot envisage you as being that kind of person. But it's just that I am puzzled by my children's behavior, and the fact that they are not here. It's a strange experience. Certainly you can't be mad at me for thinking. And look at the way John Jr. was punching away at your feet. His behavior was strange.
Honey, I think you should get some sleep. They're safe with their father.
I guess.
So you're snitching on me now, And I never even do you anything. I mean, I just give you one and two innocent hugs and thing, but I know my hand might accidentally go the wrong place. But it was never intentional.
You know, Winston, there was once a time when I used to like you.
So why you don't like me now?
You know, I saw Mom suffered when Dad left. She was always full of hatred, irritable, and always angry. And then you came into our lives and won our hearts and started to take advantage of us the way you are doing now.
Give me that!
Hello, you wait, no, don't run.
right. Mr. Move. Let's go.
I trusted you, and this is what you did to my family.
Vanessa, did you find space in your heart to forgive me?
Can you find space in your heart to forgive me?
Thank you.